Right, so this video, I'm just shooting this literally the night before you see it. I'm just going to put some footage together that I've got. I've actually got like, I don't know, a week of footage. I'm sort of getting more footage than I'm putting out because I can't obviously put out that many videos because there just isn't enough time. On top of that, I'm working on several other videos which take like weeks to make as opposed to ones I just put together. So this one is going to be like, I put together one of bits and bobs that have happened during the week, or crabs, fish maybe we've caught. And the only thing I can tell you is there's going to be a really big spider in this one. So anyway, that's what's coming up now. Right, we're about to set off. It's probably going to be a bit lumpy out there. That doesn't look too bad close in, but there is a bit of a swell. The tide going out and the tide being down, it kind of knocks the swell out a bit. Close in anyway. And you can tell just by the, well, ridges in the sand will tell you about swell, if there's swell. And you'll also see this sometimes, which is all this seaweed that's pushed up on the beach. This comes from, it normally sits just offshore. You get a bit of swell and it'll roll it in. I mean, the swell I don't think is too bad, but out over the reefs it can be quite mucky, so some of you might feel a bit seasick after this video. Right, let's go and give it a go anyway. We've got, basically this pot would dry out with a bigger tide, just to prove that you can catch lobsters like where the water dries out. I think they move up sometimes to pick up bits of, you know, dead sand eels, that kind of thing that die at night and that, and get washed sort of with the tide a bit, and I reckon they move up and feed on them. Little one. Ooh, got no gloves on today. Little babby one. I think I'll put my gloves on. Getting a bit close for comfort there. And that one, probably size, possibly size. Find out when I remember where I put my gauge. There's one. Yeah, that's a legal lobster. So there you go. On the beach practically. Like I say, I think it's because you do get sand eels and things, and when the water goes back a long way, they dry out, and quite a few die at night in the sand, and you'll see that. You'll see the birds along the edge of the shoreline picking them up. And I reckon as the tide comes in, not all of them get washed up, obviously, there's some there, and I reckon the lobsters and crabs and things, they move in and pick up that food, you know, why not? So, I mean, I wouldn't say there's loads, but you're going to get them. There's a rock right below. Every so often you're going to get your big spider. I mean, that's a crack of that. I mean, I've had them bigger, but that's still a real beast of a crab, that one. And it has its lobster, even if it is only a small one. there. Oh, it's a lovely big one. Wow, some big crab in here today, I tell you. That beaut. Another huge crab. Right, well today we got kind of the perfect conditions really, apart from it being maybe a bit too sunny, but you can't have everything. You've got like a very low swell, nothing too big. You've got surface chop. So you've got that motion. You've got a west wind as opposed to an east. Oh, something had a pop at it then. And we're only fishing in a, I'm quickly stopping at an old mackerel market. It doesn't produce much, but you used to get mackerel early here, that's why I've sort of stopped here. So yeah, like I was saying, you've got the ideal conditions really, nothing too flat. When it's too flat, I never like it when it's really flat. I mean, I like being out here, don't get me wrong. But quite often when it's flat like that, the fishing is just terrible. The fish just play. But this, like I say, is ideal conditions. So we'll head over to our mark in a second, or a mark. We'll see if there's some pollock, maybe try for some bass, mackerel. We'll just generally try for anything. I'm not going to spend too long here today. I want to get back in. So I've got to take some crab in today. So, like I said, this is just a quick experiment to see if any mackerel are passing here, but it doesn't seem like it. Let's get on to a better place, hopefully. Right, let's head to calmer waters and get a bit closer. Hold on, there could be mackerel. There could be mackerel. Okay. Hey, mackerel. Any more? We're not going to move. Sort them out afterwards. Huge spider crab in there. Just let it sort of see how it's sort of trapped against the neck area. Not watching this one, no bait either. say not much. I mean, there's that, which is a keeper. Now this one. He got himself trapped in there. Now, get that. Grabbed on. Come on. This crab is huge. Absolutely huge. It barely fits in the pot, so that is why you have trouble getting it back out. Need that claw to go under there. There we go. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. That's going to be well over £5. Might even make £6 that one. This is definitely the biggest of the year so far. They're not going to get much bigger because they'll be too big for the pots. But I mean, look at this thing. I mean, that's enormous. Absolutely enormous. Huge, great thing. That's going to be mine, that one. Sure. That's got to weigh. That's got to be a £6-pounder. So you probably can't see that out there. You might be able to see it with that white. There's a big fog bank started to roll in. We just came back in just in time. That's probably going to descend on us in probably the next 20 minutes or so. You'll also notice though that the foghorn at the lighthouse isn't sounding because it's bloody useless, and it won't sound until the fog's gone again. Ever since they automated it. If you had the old lighthouse keepers in there now, they'd have that foghorn on. They'd have had it on before it got there. I can tell you that much. Right, anyway, there is our one crab. You can see, I say one crab, the one crab we're taking in. It is an absolute giant of a crab, that. Let me just, I mean, that is just gigantic. Look at the size of these claws. Absolutely huge. Biggest one of the year, that for sure. No doubt. See the fog? You can see that the land is disappearing. It's almost upon us. We're going to be out of here any second. Not before time. I don't want to get caught in thick fog because it can actually be difficult to find your way back in there if it gets that thick sometimes. You end up going around in circles, so I just thought I'd film this while it was coming in, but you can see it rolls in quick. It's only been like 5 minutes. I said 20 minutes, I was a bit off. Right, I've got to go. I don't want to be in this.